Thank you. We would like you be here more often and hear your voice. This is a really good participation for the annual meeting, but I encourage you to continue to get involved, to speak your voice, and let your thoughts be heard. Um, I really appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to my fellow board members. We're all volunteers here. We do get paid the big bucks for free, gratis. Um, this past year has been very challenging, as you know, in terms of how do we manage in a very tight budget, the cash flow situation that we had. But we spent a lot of time and effort, and it paid off. So I want to thank our fellow board members. A lot of meetings, probably 3 or 4 a month. Lots of time reviewing the budget, um, reviewing the transition to a property management company. Um, so, especially for Krista Tropin, outgoing, for her advocacy and representation of the different interests in the community too. And Stephanie, who's not here, again, want to give a shout out to Stephanie. And also, I think the lifeblood of the community is really you, who are in the committees, leading the committees, the clubs, the volunteers. Uh, my hats off to the staff. They do an invisible, a really dedicated work. There's Mark. um, Again, I think it takes all of us together to make our community work, and I really appreciate that. Um, as I said, we had a tough year, very challenging year. We ended the year again subject to audit because we ended the year with about 123K in surplus, but we were able to fund $500,000 to our reserve fund out of that, and 20,000 for the Arizona Department of Water Resources allocation that we have. So quite an accomplishment. And last year was very different in terms of our outlay and expense. Um, we had different standalone systems and processes that we were subscribing to. Um, they were different systems for compliance, for finance, for escrow, um, and and we were really paying a lot of money, including an executive director and contract admin to the tune of $563,000 that we were spending on that. When we consolidated those systems and processes into one platform, and we took on a city property, when you take the $563,000 expense, between you deduct what city property is giving us for $180,000, including an on-site community manager, we're saving about $383,000 going forward. So, so our collections of yeah, our collections have really been more focused. Um, in 2024, we were ahead in terms of collection income because that was really an area that we needed to focus on to make sure that we hold accountable our homeowners who are not who are in arrears with their dues. We certainly work with our homeowners, but certainly there are those that have been in the 90-day and beyond that we need to work on, and so we're positive there. Our compliance. Um, Pre-city property, we were doing 295 violations a month, and post-city property, we're doing 648 violations a month. Again, we're holding ourselves accountable to making sure that we have curb appeal and we maintain the standards of our community so that our property values are kept intact on that. So a lot of focus and accomplishments. Again, we could not have done this without you, and I want to just again thank our incoming board, Mark Lavender, um, Caitlin Noble, and Alicia. Correct. And thank you for stepping forward. We welcome you. You cannot change your mind. Um, you have an unwritten contract, so I really appreciate that. And the next board meeting date will be April 23, Again, encourage you to continue the participation and involvement. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.